What is up, people, and welcome back to the Classic Championship season. If you missed the first part of this series, then there will be a card annotation in the top right hand corner of your screens. Go check that out because it was a really good race for us. But basically what we're doing at the moment is we're going through the championship seasons, you know, the little sort of bonus stuff that you've got on F1 2017, and we're just going to be doing races of this every single day for you guys. So we kicked it off yesterday with the Classic Championship season at the Australian Grand Prix. It wasn't exactly the best of starts to the season there because we struggled a little bit with the wet weather in the race. So hopefully we can pick that up here today at the Brazilian Grand Prix for round 2. Like always, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, go hit that subscribe button and also smash a like on this video. But without any further ado, let's head into the Brazilian Grand Prix. Okay then, here we go. One shot qualifying for the Brazilian Grand Prix. And after complaining about being in full wet conditions at the Australian Grand Prix, we have to do it once again here in Brazil. So, down in towards turn 1 and turn 2, trying to take it as easy as possible. The car really likes to step out on you through these corners, and especially through this long left-hander. Look at the car. I just can't get the accelerator down. The back end just fishtails all over the place. I'm on the grass. Oh my god. Go in a straight line. It's not difficult, is it? Jeez, McGee's stupid Williams can't go in a straight fucking line in the wet conditions. I go for a corner and the back end's just like, nope, I'm going this way. Well, the front end's just like, I want to go this way though. It's constant argument. Going down straights, I'm just shaking like a blimmin' boat. So annoying. Right, come on. Let's get to the end of this lap. Let's at least get better than 18th position. For now, I do reckon 18th place is sort of the worst that we can achieve. We beat the 2 McLaren drivers, so I go say that, and then we drop down into P20. So I definitely need to pick up my game through these next couple of corners. Come on, car, let's just get through the circuit. Nice and easy, although I do have to deal with that bloody start-finish straight where I feel like the car's just going to be all over the place. Here we go, through the long left-hander. Oh, no, come on, car. No. Why? Oh, I so hope that it's not raining in the race because I cannot be bothered to put up with this. I can't. What? Where are we supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? I'm just fighting the car constantly round blimmin' corners. Look, I'm trying to go straight and I have to weave the wheel all over the place, just go in a straight blimmin' line. Come on, across the line. Get out of here. What is this madness? What on earth is going on? How are you supposed to qualify in the wet conditions? This is just terrible. Absolutely terrible. We are way down the field in, I don't know why I'm scrolling down on that one, but we are way down the field in 20th place. Come on. Like, come on. The 1988 McLarens were slower than those, slower than Ferraris and 91 McLarens and the other 96 Williams. It's just, it's not good enough. And look at the lap times. The lap times sort of like 125 for the 1998 McLaren, whereas we set a 134. I mean, Brazil is a circuit that I don't tend to do well at anyway. We know that from my career mode, but Jesus Christ, surely we cannot be this slow. I am praying so much that it is not going to rain in the race, because if it rains in the race, we might as well give up now after that shambles of a qualifying session. But if it's dry, it means we can have a lot of fun, work our way up through the field, and see what we can do against the other AI drivers. But without any further ado, let's get into the race for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Here we go then. Race day for the Brazilian Grand Prix, starting right down the back of the field. After a terrible qualifying session. This time, we didn't mess up down towards turn 1. We messed up over the whole entire lap. It was just atrocious, the wet weather. And it's going to rain towards the end of the race. Hopefully, that rain doesn't come down seriously enough that we have to switch tyres, because I really struggle in the wet conditions with these classic cars. So, fingers crossed that doesn't happen. We're going to whack up the fuel load just because I am on the back foot. So, I need to work my way through the field, put it on rich mix, and see what we can do against the other drivers. So, that is it for the race strategy. Nothing else really to talk about. So let's get into the race for the Brazilian Grand Prix. And straight away, I want to make up a few positions down towards turn 1. So let's get the revs right. So we go to 4, 5, red lights for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It is lights out and away we go. And this looks like it's a good start compared to one of the McLarens. So I'm weaving all over the place straight away in this race. And I'm just going to dive it up the inside of this guy and maybe up the inside of these guys as well, if I can just avoid the back of that. Oh, wow. Okay, yep, it's not like just pretend I'm not there. Just go in, and again. What are you doing? Don't squeeze me out like that, buddy. That was rude. That was really rude. You are getting a letter in the post from me, sunshine. That was nasty. But anyway, let's go up the inside of these guys. Brake very, very late. Get the car turned in. See you at the finish line. Right, up in a P16. Let's go get the other guys. Right, here we go. We may have a really, really good chance of getting past the McLaren ahead of me down in towards turn 1. I'm going to whack it up into Rich Mix now. Use the straight line speed on the McLaren. Where are we going to go for the overtake? Give me room. Give me room. Ah, he didn't give me any room. For goodness sake. Right, tucking that slipstream once again. And then we just dive it up the inside down in towards turn 1. Here we go. On the left-hand side on the McLaren. And it should be job done into turn 1. Yes, it is. Try to avoid the curb because the car really likes to step out on you through there. And now through turn 3 and all the way down towards turn 4. We may be able to get the job done on Neves. Of course, he was the guy who crashed out in the previous round in Australia. So can we get the job done on Neves? Maybe have a little look up the inside. Under braking. There we go. Lovely overtake. Lovely overtake there to move up into P14. Remember, we have to be in P6 if we want to get points here today. So it's going to be difficult, but I do reckon we have a chance. We may be able to have a look on this guy up the inside into the hairpin. Very late on the brakes once again. Get the car turned in. Don't give him room on the exit. And there we go. Up into P13. Right, what can we do on P12? He is in a 1995 Ferrari. So we need to get past them as soon as possible. They're going to be a little bit quicker than the McLarens. Not too much quicker, but definitely quicker. Oh, no, that's not good. Stepping out the back end on us. Really, really struggling with the back end on these cars. I feel like they just have so much power out of corners. And it's so, so frustrating. But tucking into the slipstream on the Ferrari. Let's see what we can do all the way down in towards turn 1. Tucking in that toe. Come on. Give me some pace. Looks like this car is very, very quick in a straight line. So we're struggling a little bit. We may be able to dive it up the inside in towards this next one, in towards turn 1. Here we go, up the inside of the Ferrari. He's giving me the room. Bad choice there for you. Really bad decision there. Gave me way too much room. I'm going to take it at the end of the day. And moving up into P12, hunting down P11. Right, so we've caught up now to Giles here on lap 6 of this Brazilian Grand Prix. Going to tuck in that slipstream on the Ferrari driver. Try and maybe possibly have a move down towards turn 1. Failing that, then we'll have to go for one down in towards turn 4. I don't feel like it's going to be possible down in towards turn 1. We'll be able to close in though under braking on the Ferrari driver through turn 1 and turn 2. Losing the back end as we go in towards turn 3, but it's not too bad. We still got the car just about. That's probably not the best. Come on, come on, come on. I feel like we're not going to get him on this lap, but we're definitely going to have him on the next one. We may possibly, though, be able to get him in towards some corners on this lap. We're so close now to the back of this Ferrari driver that I feel like through a corner somewhere, we are going to have the opportunity to go for the overtake on the Ferrari man. Here we go. Through in towards this hairpin. Have a little look up the inside now. Very late on the brakes. Side by side with the Ferrari. Giving the room up the inside. Trying to hold it around the outside. Not able to do so. The downforce on this car isn't exactly the best. So just having to hold off for now. Not go for the overtake just yet. Just settle behind. Stay right in his tail. And then go for it in a little bit. Here we go through this long swooping left-hander. Just try and keep it on the circuit. And really pounced him all the way down this start-finish straight. Here we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, I had him, and I ruined it. Too much power. Lost the back end. Ruined it. But I can get him back in the next couple of laps. I just need to stay on his tail. Right, here we go on Giles once again. This time around, I've got him. Come on. Surely I've got the job done on Giles this time around. All the way down in towards turn. We're still in Rich Mix. That Ferrari is very, very quick in a straight line on this game, unfortunately. I feel like it's going to take a big old dive bomb up the inside to get the job done on Giles. Here we go, up the inside of Giles. And there we go, job done on the Ferrari driver. Maybe going up one too many gears there through turn 2. But we keep it on the black stuff. And we've moved up into P11 for the time being. He is going to come back at me now. All the way down in towards turn 4. We're going to have to be aware of that. I'm going to go defensive on the left-hand side. If he wants to go for the overtake, he has to go around the outside, which he doesn't do so. And there we go, keeping hold of P11, which unfortunately is still way off the pace of the other drivers. Let's see what we can do, though. We've still got, we are halfway now of this Brazilian Grand Prix. So there is a chance maybe to get a few positions. The rain will come down soon, unfortunately. I'm not too sure whether that will help me or not. I doubt it will help me, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Okay, then the first patches of rain have started to fall at today's Brazilian Grand Prix. We're slowly catching up to Kaufman as well ahead of me. But unfortunately, I don't feel like that's going to happen. If the rain comes down, then yeah, we're definitely not going to be able to catch Kaufman in today's race. Of course, that's not for points anyway. It's just going to be really just for a bit of pride after coming back from 20th on the grid. We really need to sort out qualifying. If we can sort out qualifying, then we'll have a good chance of getting points in this championship season, because we are still actually quite competitive compared to the other drivers. So yeah, there definitely is some positives to take out of this race at the moment, but we still got 4 laps left to go. There's still 4 laps left to do something, so fingers crossed we can get past the Ferrari. And then it's actually a 96 Williams ahead of him, so a guy in the exact same car as me. So that's pretty good news if we can get past him as well. Oh, we've got to make a choice now if we want to come into the pits or stay out on the dry tyres. Unfortunately, I feel like the dry tyres are still working. They are still working fine. Okay, it's a little bit greasy out on track, but unfortunately, it's not wet enough to go for the wet tyres. I feel like if I did go for the wet tyres this late on, then I could actually get the gamble on the other guys and probably get the jump on them and get the overtake and maybe even push for points if I could. But unfortunately, it's just not wet enough at this stage of the race. Right, this is going to be our final chance then to get past Kaufman, or Kaufman, however you say his name, on this lap. So here we go, final lap of this Brazilian Grand Prix, and can we get the job done? We're kind of flirting with the fuel load at the moment, but it is falling right now. We're going to see what we can do though on Kaufman in the next couple of laps. So here we go. Well, this last lap, not next couple of laps, this is the last lap of the race. Kaufman's struggling a little bit now with the wet weather as we carry a little bit too much speed there through turn 2. And now through turn 3, we may be able to pounce him. We're definitely going to get him into the corners. I feel like it's a certainty that we get the job done into the corners. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get the guy who is in the same car as me. That would have been really nice to do today. You know, real big positive to take out the race, to start from 20th place and beat someone in the same car. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. And we are sort of falling off the back of the Ferrari right now in this race, but I reckon we can pick it up. Moreno wins the 2nd race of this championship season, so that is 2 in a row. Ah, no, one little lock up, for goodness sake. Right, head in the game, Kate Hayden, head in the game, come on, let's get this, let's do this. Back end, maybe it would have been a better idea to come onto the wet tyres. Unfortunately, it looks like P11 is going to be our finishing position outside the top 10. Definitely not scoring any points. Look at that. Definitely time for wet weather tyres. Struggling massively. I'm just pushing too hard on this final lap. I mean, we have a huge gap to the guy ahead behind me in P12. So there was no worry about him catching me up. But unfortunately, it is going to be P11 at the end of this race. Really infuriating to get up to P11 and not get into the top 10, and the fact that a top 10 isn't even any points either is kind of a bit annoying too. But unfortunately, it is only P11 for ourselves here today. Again, it just was not meant to be in today's race. Unfortunately, we just weren't quick enough. We messed up in qualifying, and that really hurt us. You know, if we had the chance to start higher up the field, then I reckon we may have got into the points here today. But messing up so much in the qualifying, we need a weekend to be completely dry. If I have a completely dry weekend, then if I don't score points in that one, then that's just an embarrassment, an absolute embarrassment in the race. But well done to Moreno, getting 2 wins out of 2 for him. That 1998 McLaren is looking beastly at the moment. Unfortunately, not able to get into the top 10 for myself though, and neither were we able to beat Peter Belousov in the 96 Williams. So of course he is in the same car as myself. The standings though, after 2 races of this season, we're up into P11 in the standings, which is pretty decent, ahead of, I believe all the cars have definitely got that wrong there on the standings, because there's definitely not 2004, 2002 Ferraris in there, or a 2006 McLaren. I really need to stop saying McLaren. Renault, a 2006 Renault in there. So bit weird that the pictures are messed up, but we're in P11 at the moment. That is the big focus, and we'll be looking to maybe break into the top 10 in the next couple of races. But that will do for the 2nd round of the Classic Championship. Don't forget that we are doing this series daily, so there'll be another episode for you guys tomorrow. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and don't forget to share this video with your friends. And I'll see you next time for round 3 of the Classic Championship. But until then, it's goodbye from me.